All right, welcome into your 15-minute weather. I am meteorologist John Ziegler. Hope you guys are enjoying your day. It's still chilly outside. I'm starting to up the thicker coats. But I think the big story is, well, we might actually get a little bit of snow. Now, you're not going to see winter weather advisories, but we're going to go ahead and issue a weather impact alert because we are dealing with a chance right during the morning commute. When you think about this, when you think about like the worst commutes, I don't think about totals. A foot of snow that wraps up at 1 a.m. won't really impact the morning commute. 1 inch of snow during the morning rush will destroy the morning commute. So again, the amounts don't matter nearly as much as timing, and that's why we're going ahead and issue this kind of a just-in-case deal. Now, if you guys need information here and you want some updates here on tomorrow morning, or if you ever want to message me personally, on my professional page, I'll try to get back to you if you have a specific question like, hey, I'm going to Chicago and I need a forecast, or hey, I'm driving from Prior Lake to blah, blah, blah. I'll try to get to you. So go to meteorologist John Ziegler. You can follow me there. I will give you updates and everything you need to know. I love this stuff. I mean, I don't just do this for a job. I love it. I've been doing this since I was a kid. I'll literally sit in bed and I'll pop a forecast up on Facebook or an update or whatever. Or you can watch tomorrow morning. Get up a little bit early, because that's what I'm doing. I'm getting up tomorrow. I normally come in around, I get up at normally around 2:30. Tomorrow I'm going to get up at 2, and I'm going to check the radar. And I might, if it's bad, I'll leave and give myself a little extra time, or I might just kind of go back to sleep for a little bit. I just definitely am waking up early because I don't like to get caught off guard. So you should do the same tomorrow, just 30 minutes early. Hey, listen, you can wake up and nothing could be happening, but you still got to check with this chance. Okay. Enough ranting. So you're going to see this wintry mix. It's going to be mainly south of the metro. You need to be prepared for this. Of course, we just talked about it. Keep tabs on this type of forecast. This isn't one that's like, yep, this is what we're getting. No, I mean, we're going to be waking up in the morning and I'm going to be watching, hey, it's raining. Oh, it's snowing. Oh, it's sleeting. Oh, it's going to be changing. It's not, you can't just use your app tomorrow. That's not going to work. All right, so let's talk about what's brand new this morning. I almost tripped. That would have been nice. Rain moves in tonight. We know that's going to happen. It's going to be coming in from the west and southwest. I should say Sioux Falls. But we also know there's going to be a good chunk of rain. I mean, this could be 0.5, 0.6. It's going to be a lot of rain, so understand that. Changes to a mix overnight. I don't have the specific timing of this. What we know is that the better chance to change it to snow is going to be at sun up, like 6, 7 a.m. Maybe you didn't know this. When does the low temperature get hit in a day? Right before the sun rises. What's the best chance to transition this to snow? Right before the sun rises. So there will be a better chance of it snowing at 5 a.m. than at midnight. So we know the further into the morning we go, we have a better chance to turn this to a mix. So again, go ahead and watch that. And now this is the forecast here as of now. This is why we got to keep tabs on this. Right now, there's a better chance of snow in the south metro. Bloomington, especially south metro, Lakeville, Prior Lake, Jordan, Waconia. Those are going to be some spots, Belle Plaine, especially Belle Plaine. Those are going to be some spots that have a little bit of a higher chance to get these impacts. Let's say the roads don't get covered and that we don't have icy spots, which I think is likely that we will not have terrible roads because the temperature is going to be middle 30s. That's just the truth. But you might get caught in if you get caught in the snow, visibility could drop to 0. So there's still going to be impacts regardless of road conditions, especially with the bands of snow. So just understand that. Okay, we could jump into the forecast. I don't want to completely ignore today. Here is your Monday, rest of your Monday. This to me feels like a classic November day. Temperatures in the 40s, 42 to 43. Southeast winds at around 8 miles per hour. Again, it's going to be cloudy. It's going to be chilly. It's going to be standard. There you go. There's your Monday. No impacts. No impacts in the middle of the day. No impacts tonight. And here in the metro, we're not going to see anything before 10 o'clock. Now, this morning, I should show you lows, actually. Let me go to the low temps this morning. I think the lows were pretty legit. There we go. Let me click low temps. So these are high temps for the day. We'll go back to it. But I think it should update. 3, 2, 1, go. Ah, there we go. So lows around the metro, we were in the 20s, but look at North Metro. Why was this? Because there was no cloud cover. Osceola was at 20, Cambridge at 20, Twin Cities 29. Take a look at some of these low temps. I Falls, Bemidji, 10. It's time. Winter is near. Very cold morning, good for making ice. Not so much in the southwest pocket. So you think about this. This section could accumulate snow a heck of a lot better than this section because the ground is frozen. Frozen ground is going to accumulate snow faster than a wet and warm ground, right? That's a variable that models don't do a good job with. I'm looking for models want to ingest data that is consistent. You know what's consistent? I'm doing a rant, but it's an important one. On January 10th, why are models going to do a better job of forecasting than November 15th? Or whatever the day is. 16th? 17th? Where have I been? Well, why are models going to be better in January than on the 17th? Because when temperatures right now are above freezing, but they're all over the place, models are ingesting bad data. So they're going to misforecast the snow totals. In January, frozen is frozen. Frozen is frozen, no matter where you're at. It's just frozen. Well, all right. You're starting on like a even playing field for the forecast. There's less variables, which means less uncertainty. So you're going to notice as I forecast snow, higher the uncertainty, the more honest I'm going to have to be, and the less confident I'm going to be. And I think that's just, I used to try to go for it, but as you get going in your career, you want to be a good forecaster, you got to respect Mother Nature and respect the unknown. Because if you don't do that, you're going to really be bad. Because you're never going to be right. You're just trying not to be wrong. That's literally my saying in life. Do you think? First off, if I'm right, does anybody care? No. They'll be like, "Good, you did your job." Nobody cares. But if I'm wrong, pitchforks. So just try to avoid the pitchforks, right? And it's a better way of forecasting. Don't go for the forecast. Protect yourself in the forecast. So that's why I try to lay out everything in a different way for you to understand. For me, it's just the way I do it. Okay. So there's our high today. 50 in Laverne. We can get to the meat and potatoes of this bad boy. Here is, we did have some flurries here actually this morning along the warm front part of this. That's interesting. So maybe a couple sprinkles embedded in there today. But there's a low pressure center here. And you can see a nice swirl, good rotation. Let's zoom out on this. A lot of activity here. Look at this. You got another one down here. Look at that nasty one in LA. Nice. Look at all that snow. Reno, getting snow out there. You got, is that Las Vegas? Snowing in the hills of Vegas. There you go. I love going to Vegas when there's snow in the mountains. All right, and there's our low right here. You got a nice swirl. So I'm looking for counterclockwise rotation here like this. That's what we have if you look at the clouds. Now, which side of the systems do you want to be on when you want snow? Where's the snow section? You're going to hear me talk about it a lot. Top left quadrant. The top left quadrant of low pressure centers is where the snow band is located. So where would you want this low to go for us to get snow in Minnesota? Yeah, you want them to go over Iowa. Then why aren't we getting a major snowstorm? There's two ingredients that are very vital. Then you need both for a snowstorm. One, you need the low to go over Iowa. I guess three, you need high moisture content. Okay, both. This one checks two boxes. What box does this not check? Cold air. There's no cold air. Well, that matters. So when I'm looking for a cold air mass, listen, let's say this thing's going to run across. It's going to come over here. The low is eventually going to be right here. Okay, low is going to be right here. Perfect. Good swath of precip, right? You got this nice draw in from the south, good wind. Guess what happens if you don't have any cold air? If the cold air is back here, not matching up with it, what are you going to be lacking? Well, first off, you're going to be lacking the amount of lift in the atmosphere. The more extreme cold air and the more extreme warm air, you have lack of lift. So this is lacking that a little bit. Check negative against the snowstorm. Two, you don't have any cold air. So how do we turn rain into snow? It's called evaporated cooling, evapocooling, whatever you want to call it. You got to, when you evaporate some of the rain, if it rains long enough, you can evaporate some of that. It'll drop the air temperature slowly, right? Rain cooled air, and then evaporate some of that, and then eventually that cold air mass just starts to slowly change over. That's great, but that's not the type of snow event that you want for a major snowstorm, right? So there's a couple things lacking on this, but the location is good. So there are a few things that are good. So here comes the precip coming in here at 7 o'clock. You'll notice there's that rain, Laverne, Marshall, Jackson, down towards Mankato. Again, there's that swath of rain. We know this is going to be rain. So that's how evaporative cooling works. it just slowly cools the air mass and you start getting these areas of snow showers. Okay, that's not a snowstorm, right? How would you get this to be a snowstorm? Literally shoot the coldest air from Canada into the system and you'd have a snowstorm. We were close, but no. And we're lacking that. So what do I think for Minneapolis? Right now, it looks like if you're in Brainerd, Grand Rapids, or Bemidji, you're out. We know the Twin Cities, this is kind of on the edge here. And we know that models are hinting that southeast of the Twin Cities is the best chance for snow. I think the timing is everything. But you see this, we'll pause it at 6:55. At this point, a lot of this rain has transitioned to snow. So when we come into work tomorrow morning, or you're waking up 6, 7, don't say 6, 7. If you, I can't do this anymore, and I can't say 6, 7 ever again. If you know, you know. I'm sure if you have kids, you know. All right, well, anyways, 6 or 8 a.m., if you're in the morning commute, this is where we're going to see that slushy stuff. And I do think we're going to see some decent pockets of snow. Now, where's the best chance for snow to fall out of the sky during the morning? I think it's going to be pretty clear that it looks like it wants to be here. And models are picking up on this pretty well. I'm not sure. Scientists. All right, so this is going to be the best shot to pick up over 2 inches of snow. And it's just the timing of the precip right around 7 o'clock when the sun rises. You're going to have all that time to work in that cold air, and the heavier precip's going to be there. That's just where the best chance is for an inch. So, sorry. Hastings, Red Wing, Treasure Island area, would not be shocked to see an inch or two there. Twin Cities, we are right on the edge. Again, if I zoom in on this thing, and I'll show you, I got a couple more graphics here to show you. But as you zoom in, what do you see? It looks like the metro will be cut in half. This looks pretty light, maybe just some drizzle. South and southern metro, this is where we're going to have that mix, and then you can kind of see that Hastings stretch from Egan southeast. That's where we're going to have some snow. So we'll be timing this out. Is this exactly what the radar is going to look like? No, but it gives us an idea of what we're waking up to tomorrow morning. So let's talk about the snow chance. And I got 2 towns. Minneapolis, got a good chance to get some snow in town right around 4 o'clock in the morning at peaks. Notice the difference from the Twin Cities to St. Cloud is everything. So where do we think the cutoff is going to be? Yeah, Twin Cities to St. Cloud. St. Cloud, your chance is unlikely that you're going to see anything. So if I'm in St. Cloud or anything along that northerly line, Forest Lake, Zimmerman, St. Cloud, Malacca, no, you're probably not going to get much. As we go to Eau Claire, wow, they're off the charts, but they're a little bit later. So the Twin Cities is 4 a.m. Eau Claire area is more 7 a.m. And if you get as north of St. Cloud, we might not get much at all. Here's the straight up sheer precipitation that is going to be falling out of the sky. It's calling for 0 for us here, but the South Metro will get more. Quite a bit of rain though. Marshall, Jackson, Mankato, 0.5. Half an inch of rain. That is quite a bit of rain. And then let's talk about the snow. So I think I circled that area for you, but you're starting to see the better chance for accumulating snow is south and east of the Twin Cities. So Menominee, just south of Eau Claire, probably Osseo, Wisconsin. I've stopped there a million times. And then you can see Rochester, 2.7, and then a little bit less. But as you zoom in, you can see the better chance here. This to me tells the story of tomorrow and who has the best chance. So if you're down here just south of the Twin Cities, we are expecting, I would really say 212, 35, and maybe portions of, I was going to say, yeah, 52 is probably, I'm trying to get all the roads here and be accurate with my roads. Let's get these specific roads. So the roads that I think will be bad, 35E, 35, and 52. Yeah, so I would say 52. It's not here, but it's right there, right? Okay. Those are the roads that I would watch out for tomorrow morning. So 35E, 35 dub, 212, 169 I should include. So there's 212. There's 169. Okay. There's 35 and there's 52. Those are going to be the main roads to watch out for tomorrow morning, because this is going to be the better chance, especially getting embedded down here. You start getting down towards, south of Glencoe, you start getting into Really, Belle Plaine and Jordan and New Prague is where I do expect to see some flakes. I still have a better feeling that areas over towards Hastings has a chance here to pick this up. One more graphic for snow, and then we'll be able to tell you this. I will tell you, some models don't want to give up on the Twin Cities getting this, including our in-house model. Now, do I think that we're going to get 5? No. I think we're going to be closer to that ½ an inch. But you see, our favorite model, 0. I always lean 0. I always lean the Euro, I should say. The other models, though, 1 to 3, 1 to 5, I'm always going to lay. Also, when I'm forecasting at the beginning of the year, you want to be on the low side, right? You want to go on the low side because you're probably going to be melting quite a bit of that snow. So understand that we are going to see that. Now, weather impact alert here for tomorrow morning until noon. Wednesday and Thursday will start to melt whatever falls. I do see a major cool down by the time we are coming into Thanksgiving, but for now, after we get through this impact alert, everything should be pretty quiet for a little while.